Every night at exactly midnight, Farmer Ethan would glance out of his bedroom window to witness a curious sight: his 200 sheep moving in a perfectly circular formation. They walked in unison, as if guided by an unseen conductor, leaving Ethan bewildered and searching for answers to their strange behavior. One night, unable to resist the enigma any longer, Ethan decided to investigate. He quickly donned his jacket and boots, slipping out of the room without waking his wife, Laura. Armed with a flashlight and his phone, he stepped into the chilly night, determined to uncover the truth. This was no ordinary occurrence, and he needed to understand what was happening with his flock. As he approached the sheep, he moved cautiously, not wanting to disrupt their trance. Until now, he had only observed them from a distance, but this was his first close encounter while they engaged in their peculiar ritual. He remained wary, uncertain of how they might respond to his presence. As Ethan drew closer, the unsettling sight became even more disturbing. The sheep moved with an eerie precision, their steps perfectly synchronized. It was mesmerizing, almost hypnotic, to watch them circle under the moonlight. A chill ran down his spine. Having grown up on this farm and tended to livestock his entire life, he had never encountered anything like this. He stood there for a moment, gathering the courage to make his presence known. He shouted, clapped, and even whistled, but the sheep remained oblivious to him, continuing their circular march as if he were invisible. While it was reassuring to see that the sheep appeared healthy and showed no signs of distress, they were clearly in a trance. Even when he shone his flashlight directly into their eyes, there was no response. It was the strangest phenomenon he had ever witnessed, leaving him with countless questions. Eventually, Ethan decided to head back to bed. The cold night air nipped to him, and he had a long day of work ahead. Before leaving, he took several pictures and videos of the herd, convinced they might help him find answers. The next morning, he jumped out of bed and rushed to the window, only to find a sheep behaving normally, grazing peacefully. If not for the footage he had captured, he would have doubted the bizarre events of the night before. He hadn't yet told Laura, not wanting to disturb her sleep, but now he resolved to show her the recordings, hoping she might shed light on the mystery. "Laura, there's something you need to see," he said, calling her over to the kitchen table. Over their morning coffee, Ethan showed her the pictures and videos. Laura gasped when she saw the footage. "What is this? What are they doing?" she asked, completely shocked. She was visibly upset, and Ethan could tell that she had never seen anything like this before either. "Well, that's what I'm trying to find out," he replied. Laura insisted on coming outside with him that night. She wanted to see this with her own eyes. So they worked hard the entire day, focusing on their usual tasks, and when they finally went to bed, they set the alarm for midnight. They did not want to miss it. Ethan had decided that the next day he would ask some friends for help. Maybe one of the other farmers in the area had noticed the same thing. He'd also decided to post the video he had taken online. Perhaps someone on the internet would be able to tell him more about the situation. Ethan found himself sitting at his computer, rewatching the video he'd taken the previous night. It was both mesmerizing and chilling, and each time he played it back, he felt a growing knot of concern. He selected a farming form from his bookmarks, typed a short description, and uploaded the video. "Maybe someone out there has seen this before," he whispered, his fingers crossed. Within hours, his post was flooded with responses. Some were filled with laughing emojis, insinuating he edited the video for a joke. Others were more sincere, expressing concern or curiosity. "Is this some sort of late April Fool's prank?" read one comment, but another said, "This is haunting. I've never seen anything like it. Are the sheep okay?" Amidst the sea of skepticism, a few voices resonated with genuine concern. Farmer Jake from 2 towns over commented, "I saw something similar last spring, but only for a night." Another farmer, Mabel, wrote, "My grandmother spoke of our sheep doing this years ago, but I never believed her until now." Ethan soon realized he wasn't alone in this mystery. The online forum buzzed with debate. Some urged him to provide more evidence, convinced it was a digital prank, while others defended him, sharing their own experiences of odd behavior, albeit less pronounced. The line between concern and skepticism blurred, turning the forum into a lively battleground of opinions and anecdotes. Intrigued by several farmers' confessions, Ethan began reaching out through direct messages, seeking patterns in the occurrences. Were they linked to specific times or breeds? His search was chaotic, but he was determined to find answers. Meanwhile, Laura gathered her notes, feeling that the legends she had uncovered were eerily familiar. Eager to decipher the story's remaining parts, she decided to share her discoveries with Ethan, hoping they could unravel this ancient puzzle together. It wasn't long before Ethan's video found its way to Dr. Amelia Grant, a renowned veterinarian with a passion for neurology. Intrigued by the sheep's behavior, she sent Ethan a message. "I've come across strange behaviors in animals, but this is a new one. Would you mind if I took a closer look?" With hope in his heart, Ethan agreed. Meeting over a cup of coffee, Dr. Amelia discussed her initial thoughts. There could be a neurological trigger causing this synchronized movement, she mused. Perhaps they've ingested something affecting their nervous system, or maybe there's some external factor we haven't considered. Ethan listened intently, hoping her expertise would shed light on the mystery. The next day, Dr. Amelia arrived at Ethan's farm. Equipped with her tools and equipment, she was meticulous, examining the sheep one by one, drawing blood samples, and making detailed observations. The flock seemed wary of the newcomer but allowed her gentle touch. Ethan and Laura watched closely, waiting for any new insights. After hours of examination, Dr. Amelia shared her initial findings. There's no immediate evidence of toxins or neurological issues. Their vitals are stable, and blood work is normal. While this was somewhat reassuring, it only deepened the mystery. Dr. Amelia remained determined, assuring them, "We're just scratching the surface." She began to explore other potential causes, questioning Ethan about the sheep's diet for any new plants or fungi they might have consumed. The search for a biological explanation intensified. As they researched, they uncovered that the well was not merely a water source, but held historical significance as a remnant of an ancient ceremonial ground. Legends spoke of rituals performed during specific lunar cycles, aligning with the tales Laura had found. As they examined the symbols around the well, a pattern emerged. Many carvings mirrored lunar cycles, depicting crescents, full moons, and symbols tracking lunar eclipses. Laura recalled a legend from the library linking sheep to lunar events. Excitedly, she shared her findings with Ethan, noting, "There's too much overlap for this to be coincidence." The town buzzed with curiosity as neighbors and local historians contributed their insights, revealing layers of history and a cyclical pattern connecting the sheep's behavior to lunar phases. Upon deeper inspection, and with the help of local astronomers, a startling revelation was made. Every time the flock's strange behavior occurred, the moon was at its fullest, and the well's shadow pointed precisely to the east. It was as if the sheep were acting out an ancient ritual, one passed down through generations but never understood. As weeks passed, Dr. Amelia's research continued, yet definitive answers eluded her. While the sheep's behavior appeared harmless, the cause remained an intriguing mystery. The town, both fascinated and weary, began to accept this enigma as part of their lives. However, Laura and Ethan were determined to uncover the truth. They invited Amelia and local historians to witness another night of the sheep's peculiar procession, hoping for a breakthrough. Equipped with cameras, recording devices, and drones, they aimed to capture every detail. As midnight struck, the sheep resumed their circular dance, but this time a soft tone resonated from the earth, barely audible yet distinct. The air shimmered, and the moon glowed brighter. Laura realized the sheep weren't just circling, they were tracing a symbol matching the carvings at the well. Though the mystery remained, the town found comfort in being part of something timeless.